Public speakers, there is more money in public speaking than in regular employment. I can assure you of that. You can make more money by being a public speaker than you can make from your regular job. So go and learn public speaking. Hello, welcome to another session of our core dialogue. Today we are going to be looking at 5 soft skills that you need as a core member. These soft skills that I'm going to mention, 5 of them, they are so critical, so important that you can't finish the service year without them. Because within the service year, a lot will be tolerated from you, by your employers, that will not be tolerated by anybody who's going to employ you after the service year. Again, after the service year, you are moving into a more critical, a more important, and a very, very serious phase of your life. After the service year, some of us are going to get married, they are going to start having children. You need to have these soft skills. Now, what are soft skills to begin with? Soft skills are inherent abilities that enables you to relate well with people. That enables you to be responsible. That enables you to be efficient as a person. They are not skills that are necessarily task-oriented, but they are skills that enable you to do tasks efficiently and, network also efficiently, right? So they make you efficient as a person. They contribute to what we call your personal development. Soft skills are part and parcel. It should be part and parcel of who you are. Your soft skills will add to your personality, right? What you call your personality traits. And for some of us, soft skills are what we need to counter some of our weaknesses. For example, the first soft skill that I have here is communication skill. There are some of us that are that have weakness when it comes to communication, when it comes to, airing out our opinion, airing out our views, how we feel about things. Sometimes we get so emotional about it that we don't even pass the message. Somebody is standing and talking for 10 minutes, and the most important thing that you want to say, you have not said it. That is because of what? You lack communication skills. Right? Communication skills will help you to learn how to organize your thought, because it begins from your thought. Effective communication begins from how you are able to organize your thought, coming up with what is more important. You can be angry about something, but do you just want to stand up and just talk about how angry you are? What is actually the point you want to make by standing up to talk? Right? That is where communication skills comes in handy. And these are things that you can learn. The second skill you need very, very desperately is public speaking skills. There are some of us that are born naturally, we don't know how to talk. We don't know how to talk in the midst of people. If you have more than 5 people in a particular setting, you've lost your boldness, you've lost your confidence to talk. It's something that can be corrected, right? And you can correct it by learning public speaking. Very, very important. This skill will enable you to address people, to enable you to talk in a crowded environment, to enable you to be able to make presentations, right? If you get a job and maybe you are heading a project, you will be called to come and give a report, you'll be called to come and make a proposal. All of these things are things you can even be sent by your organization to go and represent them in a workshop, right? Maybe there's a workshop going on. You can be sent by your boss. Let's say your assistant, and your boss can say, okay, I can't go for this event. This is the slides I've made for the presentation. Go and do this on my behalf, right? All of these things. And public speakers, there is more money in public speaking than in regular employment. I can assure you of that. You can make more money by being a public speaker than you can make from your regular job. So go and learn public speaking. Even if you are not a regular job person, a 9-to-5 job person, you are just a business person. Even as a business person, you need communication skills, you need public speaking skills. The third is networking and team play. Networking and team play. Networking and team play is the skill that enables you to exist and flourish within the corporate system, within the corporate ecosystem, right? In every workplace, you are expected to network, you are expected to work within a team. You are going to have a supervisor, you are going to be working under a department. That department has a manager or has a head of that department, and then maybe you yourself, you have a supervisor, whatever it is, and then you can be placed in a team to work. You are not the only person that is working on your project. So networking and team play skills are very, very critical. Even as a business person, somebody wants to also run your own business, you're not going to run all the business by yourself. You're going to have a team. People are going to work for you. How do you work with these people? How do you maintain a cordial relationship, a professional relationship with these people, right? So that is where networking and team play comes in. Then the fourth is again very, very important, and it is leadership skills. Leadership skills, from leading yourself, that is personal leadership, to leading a team, to leading your business, to leading your family, to leading your children, to leading your spouse. You need communication skills in all of this, right? Wanting to be a parent alone, wanting to be a wife to somebody or a husband to somebody, you need communication skills, because you can't deal with people without leadership skills. You can't deal with people without leadership skill. You need leadership skill to be able to manage people, to be able to lead people, to be able to get the results you need, to be able to get people's cooperation, to be able to get people to buy into your vision, right? These are things that are very, very important. You need leadership skills, and there are some of us that are not born with leadership skills. We feel we are born to be followers, but even the follower is a leader of another follower. Every leader is a follower. Every follower is a leader in his own right. Maybe a leader in your family, you're a leader in your little society within your church, or you're a leader in your CDS, or you're a leader within your group, or you're leading a team within your workplace and all that. There are different forms of leadership positions that we can find ourselves. And even if you are not in a leadership position, the best form of leadership is leading out of position. When you're not in position, being the leader even when you are not in the position. And I'm sure you can see a lot of people who have emulated that quality, or who have exhibited that quality. They are not the leader, but everybody listens to them. So you need leadership skills to occupy those type of spaces, right? Then the fifth is what? Writing and emailing. If you don't know how to write a letter, how to write a correspondence, how to write an email, it is very, very important for you to know how to do these things. And these things are things that you can learn, right? These are things that you can learn. Then finally, I said 5, but now I'm giving you 6, is emotional intelligence. Very, very important. Emotional intelligence is the skill that enables you to moderate and manage your own emotions, and also manage the emotions of other people, right? So that you don't become an emotional victim of your own emotions, and also a victim of other people's emotions, right? So emotional intelligence is very, very important. It will help you to manage yourself. It will help you to control your anger. It will help you even when you are angry, to help you to be able to know how to speak out of your logical mind rather than out of your emotional sentiments, right? So emotional intelligence is something that is going to help you to be logical always, to make sure that you stay with the fact, that you don't just because you are angry with somebody and then start insulting the person and start talking down on somebody, because that's what emotions make you do. You get angry, you are at the highest point of your emotions. You talk, sometimes you say the things you say just out of emotions, not necessarily out of your heart. And some of these things you say can completely ruin your reputation. Your standing with people, your standing with an organization can make you lose money. And to move into this next phase of your life, it is important for you, therefore, to learn emotional intelligence. My recommendations. I want to recommend that you take our workshop on personal development. We have a workshop on personal development where we have explored these things in details, right? And then we also have our corporate courses. Our corporate courses also cover some of the things that I have mentioned here. Then we have also our corporate etiquette workshop. Our corporate etiquette workshop also covers how you can behave within the workplace, emotional intelligence, and other things like that, right? So that brings us to the end of today's core dialogue episode. Thank you very much for joining. And if you have any more points you want to drop, you can do so using the comment section.